Welcome back to Instant Expertise Marketing mini-series, 9 Minutes to Skyrocket Your SaaS, where each mini-series episode is a shot of pure marketing adrenaline. We're about to go out with a bang in this episode number 70. Today, we're unlocking the trifecta that can propel your growth to infinity and beyond. Stick around because we're about to give you the keys to a treasure trove of strategies that will revolutionize your brand. That is a big offer we are going to have to deliver on, Shari, so get ready.
I'm ready.
I'm Yvette,
I am ready.
co-founder of X Promos. I became an entrepreneur at 23 by starting a promotions agency with my then 29-year-old business partner, Shari Nomady.
And I'm Shari Nomady. You guys know by now, Yvette and I approach business from opposite ends of the spectrum. And that's a great thing because in the end, we always come to the same conclusions on how to help our clients succeed. In case you haven't been tuning in, here's a programming note. You are listening to part 3 of a 3-part mini-series. And each episode covers 3 of the 9 critical demand gen marketing fundamentals.
We're covering this topic in depth after we decided to use OpenAI to help solve a problem that so many businesses face, bringing in more customers at a scalable cost of acquisition. We've harnessed the power of generative AI to combine the best practices of the world's top brands, expert advice from all-time marketing OGs, and inspirational case studies from the most successful campaigns. Then we've relied on our own expertise to vet the approaches and curate content specifically to help B2B SaaS founders scale past 100.
One of the most magical parts of the content drops is that they are specifically designed to speak to the needs of the B2B SaaS founders, who I might add are brilliant engineers, but sometimes do lack a deep understanding of marketing core competencies. And so this content that we're creating fills that gap in 9-minute fluff-free segments that are really easy to consume and understand and even implement on your own.
Yeah, and really my favorite part of the 9 in 9 Marketing Scrum content is that it is a mix of topic summary, playbook framework, action step, and AI prompts to help our customers move forward immediately. And now that we've gone through building those core competencies in the subscription newsletter product, we've decided to share those key demand gen fundamentals in this podcast mini-series since they are foundational for practically all businesses.
Our first topic for today is creating signature offers. And this one is really near and dear to my heart. And that's because it is the core of what we have been doing successfully now for 35 years.
Yeah.
In short, this fundamental covers everything from upselling and cross-selling to connecting offers to the customer journey. You see, we've deconstructed the anatomy of an offer into 4 critical pillars. Signature offers are ones that stand on these 4 pillars of success to attract your audience and compel your prospects to take action, no matter what step they're at in the customer journey.
Yes, Shari, signature offers are definitely our jam.
Absolutely.
Your competitors cannot copy them because they align with your brand and audience. Now, I don't want to get off track here because you know I could. So let's cover a few examples of how offers can make a difference. Let's use an example that we're probably all familiar with, which is Amazon Prime. They excel in limited time offers and special events like Prime Day, where it takes place on a random day in July, I think, and, you know, it gives people a sense of urgency that they need to purchase that day, and that's really, that sense of urgency is what compels them to buy right then.
A little sidebar on that is that, honestly, everybody needs a reason to act.
Yes.
Every single time you're in front of a prospect, whether that's with content or an email or even your website, You need to give them a next step, like what now? And they won't move forward if you don't create a deadline and a reason for that urgency. It's really just part of our human nature, but more importantly, it is backed by scientific studies.
Absolutely true. And, limited time offers are not the only way to create an offer by any means. McDonald's, for example, gives a masterclass on marketing strategy with both the combo meals and the happy meals. Combo meals are designed to maximize revenue per customer through bundling. It's a bundle, folks. While happy meals are kid bundles that change every 6 weeks to create a sense of novelty and newness, plus create the need to collect the rewards, which all parents are probably familiar with as they've had to drive through McDonald's a cajillion times because some new really cool, toy premium dropped out. So as you consider offer bundles, ask yourself how you can make a bundle that feels like a no-brainer purchase for your customers.
The next fundamental is finding and reaching prospects and customers. This topic is not a competency on paid traffic and ads. Rather, we cover topics like email marketing, best practices, collaborations with adjacent partners, and some trade show strategies. As you know, traffic is a game of numbers. No matter what, you will need to get in front of a lot of people in order to convert a small percentage. The key is to optimizing by getting in front of your ICP and then hitting them with your signature offer at the right step of the customer journey for them to convert them.
Well said, Shari. I mean, that's kind of the secret sauce in a nutshell. And again, Seth Godin is a master at choosing the channels and platforms where your audience hangs out. As Seth says, you need to be where your audience is, not where you want them to be. Unfortunately, that's kind of how it is.
Yes, it is. And Russell Brunson, he's a fellow B2B SaaS founder. He built ClickFunnels, and he is a master salesperson and does a fantastic job at teaching entrepreneurs how to build a sales funnel that converts. Spoiler alert, Russell Brunson is one of many marketing experts whose teaching helped shape the demand gen fundamentals, core competencies that we're sharing with you right now.
Exactly. And they're the ones that are featured in the 9 and 9 marketing scrum. So,
Absolutely.
another one of our favorite competencies in this category are collaborations. Collabs are when you partner with a product or service that is adjacent to your SaaS, or it's also one that your audience uses. You can collab and share assets so that your cost is lower than straight advertising. Plus, when you do collaborate, the messaging can be perceived as more authentic. Collabs can take many forms, from dropping exclusive offers in a newsletter to guesting on a brand's podcast, sharing a trade show booth, or running a joint webinar. And those are only a few of the ways that you can collaborate. One key to ensuring is to make sure that you ensure that the collaboration is mutually beneficial and it absolutely has to provide value to your customers and prospects.
And that takes us to our third and final demand gen fundamental, an AI enablement in marketing.
Naturally, this area is wide open and changing rapidly. But here is our take on where we stand today. First of all, generative AI is fantastic, and no one yet knows what all it can do or what it will do. That's the generative part. But what we are seeing today is that it works best in the hands of those with a specific area of expertise, and when you are relying on it as your sidekick, as your assistant, not as your CMO.
In short, as we have said before, if you've been listening in, it is garbage in and garbage out.
Yeah.
Now, Yvette and I have been working with OpenAI for months on a daily basis, and it's really accelerating some of our marketing efforts. It is not replacing us yet. In short, we're utilizing it as an unpaid marketing intern who's helping with everything from coming up with alternative metaphors to creating social media posts that will resonate with our ICP. And you can read more about our usage on our recent blog at xpromos.com. And we will drop a link in the show notes so you can get right to that.
Yeah, I'll make sure to include that. But to Shari's point, we strongly suggest that you proceed with generative AI with caution. However, that is, I would not have it write my whole blogs, my long form blog content and thought leadership right now, because you're just not going to get the results you're looking for. However, each content drop in our 9 and 9 marketing scrum does include a section of generative AI prompts. Those are designed on that specific topic to help you facilitate the actions for that core demand gen marketing competency so that you can start putting it to work and you can start thinking through the right way to approach any of these demand gen fundamental topics.
Well said, Yvette. And with that, we're going to wrap up our final 3 demand gen fundamentals that every B2B SaaS founder needs to know to scale past 100. So let's recap today's episode. Number 1 is creating that signature offer. Number 2 is finding and reaching your prospects and your customers. And number 3 is AI enablement in marketing.
Understanding and executing demand gen marketing playbooks that integrate these fundamentals will help lower your CAC because you will have better targeted traffic and offers that resonate with your ICP. Plus, AI enablement can improve and accelerate your time getting there.
And that brings this special mini series, 9 Minutes to Skyrocket Your SaaS, to an end. If you missed parts 1 and 2, why don't you go back and give them a listen so it all makes sense?
Exactly. And if you want to join the 9 and 9 marketing scrum to get 9-minute content drops about demand gen fundamentals twice a week to help scale your B2B SaaS past 100, just visit marketingscrum.beehive.com for more details.
And if you're in a hurry, you might just be able to join as a founding member, where we are offering monthly subscriptions at a pretty big, deep discount.
Yep. And if you are a B2B founder trying to scale, check it out, especially while we are in launch mode and offering a deep discount. You will not regret it. So with that, thank you for listening in. Come back soon for another episode of Instant Expertise Marketing.